Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be making a peppermint and copaiba essential oil handmade soap. And here I have my solid butters, coconut oil, cupuacu butter, and cocoa butter. For the soap, I'll be using Brazilian green clay, which is great for the skin, and I'll be adding some red jojoba beads for the Christmas spirit. And here is my peppermint essential oil and my copaiba essential oil, which I'll be adding to the soap today. And here I have my cocoa butter, my cupuacu butter, and my coconut oil. I put them in a water bath. Now they're all melted and I waited until they reach room temperature. Now I'll go ahead and I'm going to add them into my liquid oils. Today I'm using grapeseed oil and olive oil. As you can see, I already added my kaolin clay and my sodium lactate to my liquid oils. Now we're gonna blend them together and we're going to mix them until they're all incorporated. It's always good to hand mix your oils or your soap batter before you use a stick blender. I also have a video of top 10 products from Amazon that you can purchase to make your own handmade soap. I'll leave the link on the description box below. Now it's time to add my green clay. I'm adding about 10 grams. My soap mold makes about 10 bars of soap, so it's about 1 gram per bar of soap. I always recommend that you can measure, but I'm just measuring by eye because I do this a lot, so I kind of have an idea of how much clay I need. I like to stick blend any clay or any extra product that I'm adding to my handmade soap in my liquid oils before I add my lye water, just because it's easier to blend them together. Because once you add the lye, the handmade soap batter is gonna get thicker, and then that's when you really need to use your stick blender. Now it's time to add my lye water into my oils. I made my lye water before I started making the soap, just because I like my lye water to be around room temperature. Once you use essential oils into a soap batter, I feel like it takes a little bit longer to hit a trace. If you don't know what a trace is, it's when the soap batter start reaching a certain viscosity. So you want to reach a trace before you pour into your soap mold. Now let's go ahead and stick blend our lye water into our oils, and this is when the magic starts to happen. This is when you start looking for a trace. Like I said in my Amazon video, I love the stick blender because it's not so powerful. So you can take your time to blend your handmade soap batter with your fragrance oil or your essential oils. As you can see here, I'm adding my peppermint and copaiba blend essential oils that I measure here at home. If you have no idea how much you need to add, you can use a fragrance oil or essential oil calculator. I use the one from Wholesale Supply Plus. I really like that calculator. I'll leave the link in the description box below. Depending on what fragrance or essential oil you're using, sometimes you don't have to rush, but sometimes essential oils and fragrance oils do accelerate the soap batter. So you have to watch how your soap batter is mixing while you're stick blending. Now I'm adding my red jojoba beads. I thought the green and the red would really look super cute together, and I'm using this soap to gift for my friends and my family. And honestly, the scent of the soap smells just like candy canes, and I thought it would be perfect for this holiday gifting season. Now it's time to pour into my soap mold. As you can see, I hit a light to medium trace, and I'm very happy with the trace. When you hit a light to medium trace, it's so much easier to pour into your soap mold. And of course, I am so happy with the texture of the soap. Now it's time to texture the top of the soap. Like I said before in my other videos, for me, this is the most satisfying part. You can be so creative at this part of making the soap. I always keep it super simple. Just because for my own experience, when I do extra texturing on top of the soap. People think it's so pretty. They don't want to use the soap, you know, like they're just like, oh, it's so pretty, I don't even want to use it. But I'm like, you need to use the soap. There's so many great natural ingredients in there. It's so good for your skin. This is the whole point of making your own handmade soap at home or to sell it. If you plan on selling handmade soap, honestly, nothing compares to the soap bought at the store. It's so natural and your skin feels so soft. Sometimes you don't even need to use lotion. That's how good it is. But now I'm just adding some extra jojoba beads on the top just to give the extra Christmas holiday spirit. Now I'm all done. Now we need to wait about 24 to 48 hours until we have to unmold the soap. It's been about 48 hours. I decided to wait an extra day just because essential oils, I feel like they take a little bit longer to cure. As you can see here, while I'm unmolding the soap, it's still kind of soft. Just keep in mind that this could happen. Nothing wrong with the soap. What you can do is just unmold it and leave it to air dry before you decide to cut your soap. And that's exactly what I did. I left it out for about an hour and then I came back and used my soap cutter to cut the soap. There are so many ways you can cut your soap. You can just use a regular knife, or you can buy a soap cutter on Amazon. I also made a video of a couple Ikea items that you can use at home to cut your handmade soap or make your handmade soap at home. As you can see here, I have a multiple soap cutter. It's more expensive, but there are other budget-friendly options out there. Now I'm cutting the soap. It's cutting so nice and it's so soft. It's coming out perfectly. And here is the final look of the Peppermint and Copaiba essential oil handmade soap. I am super excited, super happy with the results. I cannot wait to give this to my family and friends. And honestly, the scent is still strong and it smells delicious. Honestly, you can feel like you can eat this soap. And honestly, don't do it because it's not healthy for you. As you can see, the jojoba oils are very minimal. So when you use the soap, it won't feel like a scrub soap, which is great. And here is my old peppermint soap that I made about a year ago. I only started making handmade soaps a little over a year. And honestly, the improvement and how things have been happening for me, I have improved so much. My recipe has changed multiple times, and I can officially say that I found my perfect recipe for my handmade soaps. Don't feel discouraged if you don't get it right the first couple of times. It does take time for you to understand the process of making handmade soap. Just keep trying and don't give up. Please let me know in the comment box below if you'd like me to make more videos like this, and what do you guys think about the soap? Do you think that the green clay was a good idea, or should I have done a different color or a different texture? And thank you so much for watching. I cannot wait to see you guys again, and I'll leave this video next for you to watch. Bye!